Welcome back to Magoo's Views. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. So yeah, man, last night, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fought. Hey, Slim, I watched that. I pretty much watched the whole card, right? I watched the whole card, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, my father used to box, man, so we were real big boxing fans in my house, you know what I mean? I remember watching Tyson fight Evander Holyfield. I remember seeing those fights, man. I remember seeing Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe, man. I remember when George Foreman, you know, he had his second win in the heavyweight division and all that kind of stuff. I remember seeing those fights growing up, you know what I mean? All the way up, I remember watching Roy Jones, man, Bernard Hopkins, all of them. I saw Bernard Hopkins, you know, when he came to town, you know what I mean? So boxing has always been big in my house, so I'm a huge boxing fan, you know what I mean? Not the biggest Jake Paul when it comes to him, because I know it's pretty much glorified exhibition matches, you know what I'm saying? Now, the card itself, you know, Mario Barrios, he fought Ramos, the 147 division. That was a pretty decent fight. That ended up being a draw. You know, they battering each other, so that ended up being a draw. Now, the one fight I would say, to me, the best fight on the whole card was Katie Taylor versus Amanda Soriano. That was a very good fight. It was a very brutal fight, too. Amanda Soriano got a cut right above her right eye. Real deep gash. That joint was real deep because Katie Taylor was headbutting. She was clearly headbutting, but Amanda Soriano, she was pretty much those first 4 rounds, man, she was dominating, in my personal opinion, you know what I mean? I thought she won the fight. Even after seeing, you know, the punches that was landed, the punches that was thrown, she definitely outpaced and beat Katie Taylor. But the judges gave it to Katie Taylor. As much as I love boxing, man, but boxing, it's a sport you don't know. You say it's a very corrupted sport, and yeah, there's some things in the past that have happened in the sport of boxing. But when I saw that, I was like, okay, here we go again. Here we go again. You know, I clearly thought Amanda Soriano won that fight. That's me personally, you know, but Katie Taylor won, so there it goes. Now, on to the main event. Now you got Jake Paul versus Iron Mike Tyson, man. Jake Paul, pretty much, you know, YouTube celebrity, him and his brother, you know, they've gone, like Logan Paul, he does wrestling WWE, you know, I think now, you know what I mean? Jake Paul, of course, you know, does the boxing matches and stuff like that. He's fought Anderson Silva, you know what I'm saying? You know, pretty much like retired, you know, mixed martial art fighters and stuff like that. He did fight Tommy Fury. He lost that fight by decision, you know what I'm saying? So when I saw him fight Mike, I was like, okay. A part of me deep down inside felt like, all right, this is a cash grab. They said Mike got like 20 million, something crazy like that, right? Seeing the fight, man, it was packed out. They said they broke the live gate for combat sports in Texas. You know what I'm saying? You want to know why? Because it's Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is one of the most prolific and, what I would say, prolific and just one of the biggest figures in pop culture, period. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson is a worldwide star. Mike Tyson really is a hit. His name alone. When Mike Tyson first started, remember he had a video game back when he was first starting out boxing. Mike Tyson Punch Out, if y'all remember that one. Mike Tyson is a huge star in not just boxing, but just, you know, in pop culture. You know what I'm saying? The things he's been through, the stuff that he did and stuff like that. I mean, in and out the ring, Mike Tyson really is. The one thing that makes Mike Tyson such a special person and my personal special fighter is how honest he is. You know what I'm saying? I absolutely love Mike Tyson. He is one of my favorite fighters of all time. Him, Muhammad Ali, you know what I'm saying? So on and so forth, man. Roy Jones Jr. So I absolutely love Mike Tyson, you know? So going into the fight, I saw Mike doing the ring walk. He definitely was moving slow. And yeah, Mike is 58 years old. He's in great shape. Also, if you watch the fight, you saw Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield. They went to the Mike's locker room and stuff like that. And you look at them, man, they're in great shape too. You know, these guys are older though. You know what I'm saying? The Father Time is undefeated. You know what I'm saying? So the first 2 rounds, Mike was moving. He was throwing punches. But after those 2 rounds, man, he was gassed out. Pretty much Jake Paul, he pretty much just, you know, used his jab and stuff like that. In the first round, he was looking to counter Mike with that right, you know, with that right overhand. I was like, yeah, he's looking to counter Mike, you know, as he's coming in, you know, pause. But yeah, man, I pretty much overall the fight, Jake won, unanimous decision. I know a lot of people were upset, a lot of people were mad. Me personally, I wasn't mad, man, because, you know, Mike being 58 years old, going in that ring, everything like that, you know, at his age and him just to be in the shape that he is, I definitely commend him. He's still one of the greatest fighters of all time. I don't think this, I still say it, even though it's on his record, this exhibition match, that's because I'm looking at the rules of before the fight. I'm like, okay, man, this is, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think it went on his record. I'm not too sure. But hey, if it did or didn't, please correct me in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? But overall, man, I mean, Jake Paul won. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul won. On to the next one. Now, I did see Artur Beterbiev. You know, he's a current boxer, man. Artur Beterbiev is a monster, bro. He called out Jake Paul. I'm gonna be deadly honest with y'all. If Jake Paul takes that fight, he's getting destroyed. You know what I'm saying? He's absolutely getting destroyed. Artur Beterbiev just beat Dimitri Bivol. He just beat him, man. And I know he's talking about Canelo. Canelo ain't about to fight Jake Paul. As much as I love Mike, you know, Mike took the money and everything like that, you know, said that Mike is older and everything, but he still, even after the fight, Jake Paul didn't knock him out or anything like that. Before the eighth round in it, Jake Paul kind of just, you know, bowed down to him and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? He respects Mike Tyson. I mean, who doesn't respect Mike Tyson? You know what I mean? And Mike went in there, man, he lasted all 8. Those first 2 rounds, you know what I'm saying? He was moving. I think they said somebody gave him 2 rounds or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So he was moving, but for the most part, yeah, Jake Paul did win. You know, he had the youth, he had the reach and all that kind of stuff. Now, if this was younger Mike in the late 80s, I mean the 80s or the 90s, it's a completely different story, man, because Mike's legs back then, man, they were just on, especially for a heavyweight, you know what I mean? But Mike didn't have nothing under his legs in this fight, you know. He was just, you know, like I said, after those first 2 rounds, you could tell he was gassed out. You know, he couldn't even move. He was barely just in there just kind of throwing punches. You know, people were like, even Roy Jones Jr. was doing the commentary. He was like, yeah, Mike's just looking for that punch, you know what I mean? To kind of, you know, knock him out, if so be it. But I didn't think he was going to knock him out. But at the same time, I'm just glad Mike didn't get knocked out by Jake Paul. Man, could you imagine that this morning? Goodness gracious, boy. I mean, he lost the fight, but if Mike Tyson would have got knocked out by Jake Paul, that's a completely different story. Man, overall, Mike Tyson still one of the greatest fighters of all time. Jake Paul won. We're going to see what he does next. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care. But overall, man, like I said, I love boxing, man. I love the sport. You know what I'm saying? I grew up watching those heavyweights, man. You know what I'm saying? I was too young. I missed Ali. Ali retired before I was young. But Muhammad Ali, he's my favorite fighter of all time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, like I said, I love boxing. And we shall see what happens next. Tell me what you guys think about the fight. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Did you hate it? Definitely express yourself in the comment section respectfully, please. That's one thing about my channel. Just do it respectfully. And also, I hope everybody has a blessed day. I'll see y'all soon. Take it easy.